What is the drug culture like up there on the reservation? Why did it get to the point where you ordered these drug tests of the tribal employees up there? What's kind of led up to this?
A number of factors, and then most recently the elders have come forward in their. They have a little group, kind of a formal little group, and they came forth a month ago maybe with this resolution, and they approached the tribal council asking if they would support this resolution that they came up with. And it's sort of like what Standing Rock out by Mulbridge did, banning, it's called banishment, of convicted drug dealers. And so the tribal council passed that motion. And they also communicated their concerns about how big this drug problem is getting. And then past few months, there was a drug pipe found in one of the ladies' bathrooms in our administration building. There's been a number of babies born to our tribal members that have meth in their systems. That, to me, is a real scary proposition.
Bruce, when you ordered the drug tests, and obviously you've gotten some pushback from some people on this. At the time, I'm sure you thought it was the right thing to do. Are you surprised by some of the reaction you've gotten from it?
Yes, but then it was since then. It was explained to me by somebody that's in the addiction field, is that these people, these addicts, or people that are hooked on illegal drugs, when they get pushed into the corner, they often blame somebody else. It's a big blame game with these people. It's never their fault. It's always somebody else that put them up to it or created their problem. I think that the real backlash came from the people that tested positive and stood to lose their jobs, and family members of and friends of those people. That's where the real backlash came, and that's kind of, I guess that's not surprising. But
do you happen to know, Bruce, how many people were tested and how many of them tested positive?
I haven't. It was around 10 or 12, I think. That would be my right now.
That tested positive?
When I left, they were still getting results back.
Okay.
So I haven't heard the exact number, but it's around 10 or 12.
So, Bruce, if the tribal elders came to the council a while back and said, let's clean up this drug problem, and let's follow what Standing Rock is doing and take a zero tolerance policy toward this drug use, I'm sure that was a positive signal to you and the council that, let's do something about this. So you order the drug tests. Who suspended you as chairman then? Was it the council or who did that?
Yeah, the tribal council.
Okay, so
and that was kind of that was the way it was done. It was what somebody said right away, how cowardly it was, because I had now announced to the council on 2 occasions that I was going to be gone on September 4th, Friday, that I was going to do a medical procedure in Sioux Falls, and it required that I do a 2-day prep prior to the procedure. So I was prepping myself on the 2nd and 3rd, and then on the 3rd, the vice chairman called a meeting for Friday the 4th, knowing that I would be having my procedure or in the recovery mode. And so I that's just so cowardly. They would do it when I'm not there.
Well, I assume, Bruce, these other council members were hearing the same thing from the elders that you were, weren't they?
Yeah, right, exactly. And they're the ones that passed the resolution on banishment. Yeah, they hear the same statistics and stories that I hear, so I'm not bringing anything new into the conversation.
What's the latest on your suspension and whether or not you're going to be reinstated?
I'm not sure what. I know I have a tremendous amount of support after the Argus Leader article came out, and I have been heartwarmed. It's a heartwarming experience for me when I hear all these people coming to my to support me, and so they are totally against my removal, and so we'll have to just see how it plays out on Friday mornings when they have the hearing.
And even though, Bruce, this potentially could cost you your job as chairman, do you still think it's the right thing to do to order these drug tests, and would you do it over again if you had a second chance?
Of course I would. Yeah, it is. It is definitely the right thing to do.